Hey there, my name's Drew Brashler, and a best hidden secret on your Behringer WING is inside of the gate section, there is a hidden dynamic EQ. And one of my favorite uses of this is to get rid of a snare ring that's happening whenever the drummer hits the snare drum, it goes boom. Using the dynamic EQ is one of my favorite ways of getting rid of this sound naturally. So with this snare, there is that overtone. And we could go in with EQ and cut that out. But the downside of doing that is then it's going to be applying that EQ curve no matter what volume that drummer is playing. So if he's doing some nice brush work, the EQ curve is going to be applied to that for cutting out the overtone, but that overtone isn't happening when the drummer is doing brush work on that snare drum. So pull up your snare drum, go to your gate. Under the gate model, go pull up dynamic EQ and turn it on. The next thing that we need to do is we need to set our attack and release times. My attack time is going to be about 10 milliseconds, and then the release time is going to be a little bit longer of around 200 milliseconds. And that is because we want to follow the natural sound of that overtone. The next thing I want to do is go and set my gain to -15 all the way down. I will make this a narrower Q, and then we're going to go and find that tone that it's happening at, which in this case is around 220. And if we want to, we can go listen to the sound of it by turning our threshold all the way down, turning our gain up, and we can go find that frequency, which is right there. And so in this case, I'm going to take my gain all the way down, and then I'm going to set my threshold to a nice volume so that it is cutting out that sound while the drummer hits it with that stick. The other thing I'm going to do is set my ratio to a little bit higher of a ratio in this point. And so now I have this set. And so here is the sound of this drum without. And here it is with. That is a big difference between the two. Now, the other benefit of having the dynamic EQ, of doing this EQ adjustment on this overtone, is I haven't even touched my 6-band parametric EQ on the wing on the channel. So I still have all of my EQ adjustments that I can make on top of the EQ adjustment that I made with this dynamic EQ in the gate. If you want to see more tips and tricks like this, head over to my YouTube channel at Drew Brashler and check it all out.